All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday. It is the 7th of April. Welcome to it. I hope that you are all healthy and well. My good things for today are being healthy and well and barbecuing. Been really enjoying barbecuing. I need to get some meat out this morning to thaw, to cook later today. So that's my good thing. I've been tracking your good things, of course, that you put in our attendance each day. Some of your good things are cake, donuts, French toast, mint tea, breakfast burritos, warm drinks, and coffee. So people are definitely into food as we're staying at home. I think that's cool and delicious. Going for walks. Remember, get out of the house if you can. Stay away from other people. But you have to get some exercise. It's good for your body. It's good for your mental state. I'll be running a little later this morning. Roblox and Xbox. Don't really know what those things are. I'm too old. Rain. The rain is, it's good and bad, right? It's a little cold and not fun when you're out in it. It's good for the environment and good for us here in Southern California because we're always in need of water. One of you was learning Vietnamese. I think that was Jade Myers. Very cool. This is definitely an opportunity for you to develop a new skill, and our Friday 20% time will be all about that. So that is good things for today. We have a lot to cover in this video right now, so let's just jump into it. So here's our assignment guide for today. We've covered these good things already. Please make sure that you do the attendance form and add a good thing for today to that. I would like you to do a reading log entry today. This will be reading log entry number 61, I think. I did renumber those. K Minor, thank you for pointing that out. I think we are on number 61, but today I would like you to write in response to number 39, which is describe the relationships between characters in your books. What makes them work or not work? So, think about whatever you are reading. What characters have interesting relationships and why are they interesting? Are they interesting because they're constantly fighting and maybe, battling, like the Punkster and the Mighty in Freak the Mighty? Or are they interesting because they're very positive? And just do some analysis about what makes those relationships work or not. So have that done by tomorrow. Make sure you're keeping up with those. I'll let you know when and how we'll be turning those in. You should have received an email recently about several things, actually. But among those things, applying for those application electives. If you are interested in applying to robotics or ASB, you do need to fill out an application, and you can get those applications right here. You'll need to do that by next Wednesday if you're interested in either of those. So make sure you take care of that. The email will look like this. All right, let's jump into argument writing. So today we're covering teaching points numbers 2 and 3. Those look like this. Here's number 2. Take your argument into a scrimmage. Writers debate their argument by stating a claim, giving evidence, and reasoning to support their claim. And number 3, bolstering positions by adding relevant evidence. Writers defend an argument with text evidence by sorting evidence to be the most compelling and to match each point. I'm not going to read all of these right here, but this is a really good process to go through, ranking and choosing the evidence you're actually going to include when you start writing. Remember, I've sent you all these teaching points last week on Google Classroom. And if you have lost track of that, you can also access them here on my Haiku page, right? This is our argument writing tab. It's probably at the bottom of this list of tabs, and all those teaching points are right here. So, in addition to that, I've sent you, I will be sending you an assignment on Google Classroom. You'll get it at the same time as you get this video. and I'm calling it Argument Writing 5 Tasks. And here are those 5 tasks. Here is that assignment. Task number 1, I want you to create a shared folder titled Your Name Argument Writing. So if you are Luke Wilson, this will be called Luke Wilson Argument Writing. You're going to share that file with me. Here is the email address to share it to. This is the exact same thing we did with informational writing. Go to Google Drive or Docs, create a folder, share it to kbruner@mytusd.org, and make sure you're using that correct address to share it to. Once you've done that, choose your argument, right? What is the debate or topic that you are going to be writing about? You did some work last week that should have helped you to kind of focus on that. Once you've done that, I want you to research and assemble reasons based on evidence and create a list of those reasons. Why do you feel the way you do about this topic, and what does the other side think and feel? This can just be a bulleted list. Don't worry right now about too much evidence, but just create a list. My expectation is that this list will probably be at least 8-9 items, and you're going to then, in task number 4, start evaluating these arguments. Which are the most persuasive? And you're doing this for a couple of reasons. Number 1, you're deciding what your position on this topic is. You might change your mind. You might think that you're definitely on one side, but once you start doing this research, you might realize that the other side has really compelling arguments. And even if that is not, and that's the reason why you're compelling arguments and reasons for both sides, right? And even if you don't find that the other side has a compelling argument, even if you don't change sides, you need to have a counter argument. You need to acknowledge the concerns of the other side at some point in your essay. So we'll talk about that a lot more in the future. Don't worry about that too much right now, but when you're assembling your reasons, make sure you're doing reasons for both sides. And then start evaluating these arguments. What are the most persuasive? And that calls back to this page in particular, teaching point number 3, that whole analysis and evaluation process. Pay attention to these steps because that'll be really important for that. So finally, task number 5, put this list in the shared folder you created in task number 1. So create a doc, assemble those reasons based on evidence. Don't worry about actually typing in the evidence with those reasons right now, but it can just be a bulleted list of reasons. And then you are going to start evaluating that. Which are the most persuasive? That's kind of happening in your head, but that list should be a physical list, a Google Doc that you type out, that you're then going to put into the shared folder that you created in task number 1 with me. I think that's it. Yeah. I would like you to complete this assignment and put it into your shared folder by Thursday. Our next Language Arts Day is Thursday. And that is it for today. Please stay safe and healthy. Send me an email if you have any questions about any of those items. Bye-bye.